Hey yo, what is up, guys? It's Virtual 1670 here. Today I wanted to go over a couple things about my barbarian. Last season, season 3 in Diablo 2, I decided to finally make a Travincial Barb. Um, I will never go back. I love the Barb to death. The Barb is amazing character to play. If you guys have never played it, this you guys should try. I'd like to go over today, a bunch of info on skills you should be picking, and attributes and where to put them, what kind of gear you're going to be using. Um, so I went ahead and bought myself, a token of absolution. A token of absolution allows you to reset your skills and reset your stats. So we're going to do that today. We're going to go over the skills today. So let's get right into it. All right, so for all you guys that are new to Barbarian, that are like, I don't know what kind of Barb to play, this is going to go over what a Trav Barb does and the skills that you need for your Travincial Barb. There's a bunch of different builds that you can use and guides that you can go through to check out the different variety of Barb builds you can go. You got your Frenzy Barb, you got your Travincial Barb, you got a Whirlwind Barb, you got a Berserker Barb. But today we're going to be going over the Travincial Barb. So what I do is I go to combat skills. So in combat skills, what you want to go down to is you want to put points until you get to Whirlwind. All right. So you're going to click all the attributes or all the skills that allow you to get to Whirlwind, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to max that out right away. That's the first skill you max out. Now, why do you ask Whirlwind? Well, Whirlwind does a nice area effect damage where you can Whirlwind in a triangle effect as you're playing or whatever you're killing. If there's a bunch of mobs, you want to do this the tightest triangle as possible with a Whirlwind Barb to get the most area effect damage out. You don't want to try to do like long swipes and up and down. And then we'll show you some of that in some gameplay here after this. The next thing you want to do is you want to put 1 point in Berserker. The reason why you're putting 1 point in Berserker is because this helps you with those physical immunities. So whatever you can't kill with your Whirlwind and whatever other skills that you're using, Berserk will allow you to kill that mob right away. Physical immune, you give him a couple chops and he just goes, and he dies. You know what I mean? So that would be it for the combat tree. We're not going down here. We don't need any of these. We're not going frenzy. We're doing a Whirlwind Travincial Barb. So then what you want to do is you want to come over here. And the first thing you want to ask yourself is, what do you want to use? Are you using Berserker Axes or are you using Phase Blade? So if you're using blades or any kind of blade as a weapon, you're going to want to go for Blade Mastery along with axes, and then you've got your mace mastery, and you got your polearm mastery, your throwing mastery, and then you've got your spear mastery. So that being said, you want to use griefs. So I use griefs. I mean, you can use whatever you want to use, but I use griefs. So of course I'm gonna go and max out Blade Mastery. And the reason why I'm maxing out Blade Mastery is because it allows you to hit more. It gives you that attack rating so you can hit those monsters a little bit more. I've tried it both ways. I've tried using, 1 point in Blade Mastery, but I found that I wasn't hitting the monsters as much as I would like to see. As soon as I started dumping points into my Blade Mastery, I started improving and things started dying a lot quicker because I was connecting with them. So depending on what kind of weapons you use, you definitely want to pick the one that you are using so you can get the proper attack rating, the damage, and your critical strike chance goes up. So experiment with it. You can try different things, but I go with two griefs. Um, the next thing you want to look at in the combat masteries is increased stamina. You don't really need it, but we put one in there so we can get down to increased speed. You're going to put 1 point into increased stamina, increased speed. It is nice to have that runaround. It makes you a quicker, especially when you're doing chaos runs and your friends are killing for you, and all you want to do is hork. So that way you can run faster, and catch up to the group. That's if you don't have Enigma. I mean, you really don't need to put 1 point in there, but I do. Another thing you want to look into is Iron Skin. 1 point into Iron Skin and 1 point into natural resistances, as natural resistances increase your resistance in all, and Iron Skin improves your defense so you are not hit as much. Now, we will come back to this because there are options when you're done building. So, recap: max blade mastery, whatever weapons you're using, you want to use those proper masteries. You're going to use your increased stamina, and you're going to go increase speed one in each one. You don't need to put any more points in there. You're just looking for that little bit of speed burst, one in an Iron Skin for defense so you don't get hit as hard, and one in natural resistances so it boosts your resistances up. War cries. So war cries, you probably get a little bit, like, oh my god, there's so much stuff in here, I don't know what to do. So first of all, what you're going to want to do is you're going to put one in howl. You're going to bring 1 point into shout, 1 point in battle orders, and battle commands. Now, you're going to leave these for now, and we'll come back to them, but you want 1 point in them just so you can go down the tree and grab them. Battle orders increases your mana, your life, your stamina, and then you've got your battle command, which increases 1 skill point in your tree. Very good skills to have. So, as a Travinchal Barb and being like a Hork Barb, because what would we would like to call it, is most people are confused about, should I max find potion or should I max find item? Well, you do not need to max find item. You do not. You can max. So I'm gonna go ahead and max find potion, and now max potion adds 1% per level to your find item. In find item, there are certain percentages that you use. I believe 23% gives you a chance to find level 20 items and up. 52% gives you level 60 items and up. Now, putting a bunch of points into your find item is a waste of points. Anything after 52% does not increase your chance to find higher levels. It stays the same. So anything after 52% is a waste. And you'll see that as we put points into our attributes and get the skills from our gear. We pretty much have all of our skills in our gear depending on what you have. So watch as we go there. So I'm at 13%. I'm going to max find potion. It's going to put me at 33%. And now what you want to do is you kind of want to put 1 point in here. 62%. Awesome. I don't have to put any more points into find item. We're at what we need to be. It's a little bit higher, but that's okay because our items are giving us those points. Now, you have 25 skill points left. You can equal them out. You can go up and down. Now, if you want to get a little bit more into detail on where you should spend your points, you can go with your life. So what you want to do is, we're going to close this for now. We're going to go into the attributes and we're going to look, okay? We're going to open up our character sheet. We need 136 decks. So we're going to go ahead and give ourselves 136 decks to wear what we need here. Okay, we've got it. We're good. Switch hands. We're back. All right, so everything can be worn. Double check, make sure that you're good and nothing is bugged out. Make sure your items can all be worn when you lift them up. Of course, you have your torch and your Annie. If you switch them, you'll have to restat. What you want to do now is you want to check your strength, your dexterity, and your vitality. And you're going to want to go over, okay, so we've got all of these. We're going to go back over to our skill tree and we're going to look. Our life rate here, okay? So this is what you want to look. A Travinchal Barb only needs 3,000 life. You do not need more than 3,000 life. So what you want to do is you want to go out, you want to find a place where you can do your battle orders. So we'll go here. Um, you're going to walk out and you're going to do your battle orders, your battle commands, and do both of them. And what you're going to do is you're going to check to see what your life is. Okay, we're at 857. You've got 17 on each of these now. Okay, so what you can do is you can put points into life until you hit about 3,000. Make sure you've got your charms on, whatever you have that is going to be on your character permanently. You just need 3,000 life. So let's go ahead and put the points in all the way up to 3,000. All right, we've hit our 3,000 mark. We don't need to touch anything anymore. Okay, so we did our battle orders. Depending on what you want, if you're wearing Hodos, which the Hodo will give you 3 skills on each one, you can do your battle orders. You've got your 3,000 base life. We're good. Forget about it. So now this is where we go back to combat mastery. Are you having trouble staying alive in provincials? Are you having trouble staying alive while killing them? If you are, then it wouldn't hurt to put more points into Iron Skin. So at this point, we don't have any troubles with damage. So we don't need to really, I mean, we can pick between battle orders and Iron Skin. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of split these up. I'm going to go, at this point you can probably go ahead and max Iron Skin. Iron Skin's maxed. And then you can go back over here and you can give yourself more battle orders. Bam. There we go. Now, when we go to do our battle orders, we'll get a little bit more life. And we keep everything else the same. Nothing changes. You just keep going up, 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 up. That's what you want. So now it's time to go into the gear. Now, I've had a lot of people ask me, what kind of gear should I wear on my Provincial Barb? Well, Unbending Will, if you do not have phase blades, are a good weapon to use instead of grief if you can't afford a grief. What also you could do is you could get a phase blade, Azure Wrath. Those are all viable weapons to use. You can use them. They will work. They're not as strong as grief, but grief would be the main focus of an item to get for your barb. So what you want to do is you want to put 2 griefs on. The griefs help amazingly because the 168% damage to demons. The demon damage is awesome. I mean, you get increased attack speed, you get 398 damage depending on what kind of griefs you guys get. It all helps out. The deadly strike, amazing, amazing, amazing. The helmet you're going to want to use is you can use a Slayer Guard with a Cham in it. I don't recommend going a Ravenfrost because if you are doing cold damage and the bodies pop, you cannot hork them. So try to stay away from any cold damage in your charms, anywhere. Stay away from cold because it will means cold equals less bodies, means less item find. Your armor, you're going to want to wear an Enigma so you can teleport around. It's strong overall. It gives you a nice base of strength. It gives you defense, it gives you your teleport, and you get a little bit of magic find from it. And being a barb doing Provincial, or being a Hork barb for Provincial, you want as much magic find as you can get wherever you can find it, without sacrificing a lot of damage. Now, High Lords, you're going to want to put a High Lords on. It also has Deadly Strike, increased attack speed, and 1 to all skills. Doesn't get better than that. Very, very, very important, Deadly Strike. Deadly Strike is really important. Along with your boots, you've got that Deadly Strike. You have a chance with open wounds. You could literally use the most garbage items for this barb. I could literally put on all the garbage stuff. You will still do Provincials. Amazing. You will be able to kill Provincials. And that is what your goal is to get in there, kill stuff, do your item find, and then get out of there into the next game. For rings, what you want is you can use any ring you want on the one side as long as you have a dual leech ring, a 4 mana leech, a 6 life leech. It doesn't matter what kind of dual, you want a dual leech ring because you want that mana and you want that life stolen per hit. You also get life stolen per hit from your helm. Mine is a little bit low, but that's okay. You can make up for it with your dual leech ring, depending on what kind you have. If you can find one, even a temp one that is not that great with great stats on it, that will work too. You do not need the best ring in the game to make this build work. Now, gloves. The reason why you're going to be going with laying of hands is simply because of the damage to demons. Damage to demons 350% is amazing. Amazing when you're doing provincials because they are demons. So you got your damage, your 350 damage from demons. You've got your based on character level, you got your damage to demons there, and you got another damage to demons on your other grief. Okay? Amazing. Lots of damage. Now, for a belt, you could choose what you want. You could go on arachnid's mesh. You can do a gold wrap. You can do the string of ears. There's so many options. I go for gold wrap because of the 30 magic find. It also gives you increased attack speed. You can also up the belt, so your stash here for your potions are increased by 2 more. You can do whatever you want. There's many options for you as a Travincial Barb or just a plain Hork Barb going out with your friends and trying to find some amazing items as long as you have that hookup. So that's the kind of gear you want to have on your Travincial Barb. And the this ring, I mean, you can pick what you want. I went with 10 faster cast rate. I could put something else on. I could put a BK ring on for the extra skill, but I chose to do a faster cast rate ring because I'm trying to keep up with the people that I do runs with. They're extremely fast in what they do, and I find myself falling behind. Now, hork speeds, finding item speeds, the way you hork items off the ground and how fast you want to. So I go with a really fast build. It's really fast. So when you're horking items off the ground, with Hodos compared to let's say Alibaba, you're going to be horking at a slower rate, which I wouldn't recommend. I mean, if your group is a little bit slower when you're doing chaos runs or whoever you're grouped up with in your finding items, if you're too slow, you can always move to the heart of the oak, which gives you the faster cast rate. And faster cast rate, it switches. It's almost like you're doing increased attack speed. So faster cast rate acts as increased attack speed, except for when you're horking. It's the same thing. So with a dual Hodo, your find item speed is quick. So you're going hut 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 instead of hut 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 hut. Right? You like the sound effects? I know they're awesome. Anyways, so you want to do, if you want an extremely fast find item Barb, you're going to put those Hodos on. If you're okay and your group is not that fast and you're willing to hold back so you can hork items, you can go with dual-isted Alibabas, which are amazing. It gives you that MF you need. With the Hodos, you don't get that much MF. So you have some options. You can go with the 6-isted phase blades, 2 of them. You can go with 2-isted Alibabas, or you can go with Heart of the Oak for faster find item rate. That is pretty much everything for a Travincial Barb. Your charms are all dependent on you. If you want to do more damage, if you're lacking damage, you can put more damage charms on. I've had it where I've loaded my whole inventory with 7 MF small charms. It all depends on what you feel your character needs. I cannot tell you what your character needs. You need to feel it out and get what you think is right for your character. And with that being said, where do I put the rest of my stat points? Well, a lot of people say you want to go into strength because it increases your damage. Again, you already have your life. You don't have to put any more in. You could put it into strength. But you can also just go ahead and drop it into your life. Now we got way more life, no more issues. You don't have to worry. And you can go out into the depths of the hell, switch over to your Hodos. You're going to want to do your battle orders and your battle command, switch back, or you can switch to your Hodos and teleport over. So what you want to do is you're going to teleport over. You're going to go ahead and find them. And you're doing small angular patterns. You want to keep a tight group when you're whirlwinding. That way they are always taking damage. I don't know if there might be an immune in here. So we're going to go ahead and kill these guys. Now, hork speed. Your hork speed is dependent on how much faster cast rate you have. So when I hork, it's fast. See how fast that is? It's instantly fast. Instant. It's like almost like here we go, we're ready to go. But if I were to take those off, okay? So let's switch over to this. I don't have them on. This is regular speed. So this is the speed you would have if you were wearing Ali Babas or 6-isted phase blades. So I mean you can really tell the difference by switching. So it's up to you what you want to do. You're not always going to find some good items, but Provincial Barbs are amazing. When the items drop, they drop, and they are amazing rune finders. I've had so much fun with my Barb, and I think that you guys will too. If you guys have any questions about the Barb, you can hit me up, send me a message, DM me. I stream on Twitch TV. It's virtual1670 at twitchtv.com. I have my link in the description below for my channel. Come check me out. Come say hello. Be goofy. Say some funny stuff. I have a great community. I do stream in the community for People Before Pixels. Is where we believe that people come before pixels. And I couldn't ask for anything more than to have a community that is so helpful and great. If you guys are looking for help, make sure you stop in, say hello, throw a follow if you like what you see, and come chill out, come hang out with us. If you have any questions about the barbarian, if there's anything you'd like to know that's extra, just come and say hello. And we'll be more than happy to help you out. Maybe help you out with like a gear or two here or there. Whatever we have, we will help you out. So, thanks again for tuning in. It is your boy Virtual 1670, and I will see you guys later. Peace.